Yo, so what's quack-a-lackin' there, guys? How you doing? My name is Paul. I'm going to be taking a look at the diamond shotguns in Black Ops 3. More importantly, teaching you guys a little bit about how to get them and some quick little tips I can give you guys to make that process that much faster. So you're going to need either 100 one-shot kills or 100 headshots with these shotguns. Next up, you're going to need 10 revenge medals. Then you got 50 kills with no attachments, butt naked. Then you're going to need to get 50 kills with 5 attachments on it. I know. Then you're going to need to get 2 rapid kills, basically 2 double kills 5 times really quick. Then you're going to need 5 bloodthirsty medals with only this gun, meaning you can't have any sort of intervention with grenades or any sort of streaks, your specialists, nothing like that. And then finally, when that's all said and done, you get gold. The moment you get gold for all 4 shotguns, diamond unlocks for all of them as well. So take a look, enjoy them. Some of them look cool, some of them look like they were bedazzled by a blind man, but you know, whatever. It's kind of cool. It grows on you the more you experience them and play with them. They look a lot better, honestly. At first, it was just kind of vomit-inducing, but of course, they get a bit more attractive as you stare at them. I really want to give you some honest advice for these because I found that the shotguns were far more of a struggle than the SMGs. So, basic knowledge. You got to understand these are shotguns you're working with. You need to stick to close quarters. Therefore, if it's an outdoor map, don't go outside. There's lava everywhere. Don't do it, guys. So you want to stick to the high traffic areas indoors. So for example, on this map, I want to stick inside of this little complex right here. If I just start running back and forth, I'm going to start dropping kills, getting those bloodthirsties. It's going to be super easy, especially with the KRM and some of the other ones. Now, of course, like I said, these shotguns have twists. Now, there are 2 of them that require 100 one-shot kills. And those are the KRM, the starter shotgun, and the final one, which is the Argus. The Argus is a little bit more challenging. The KRM is overall a better weapon to use. So those are going to be just really quick, actually. You'll start, if you're a competent player and you're very skilled, you're going to start getting 20 of those per game, 30 of those per game. It's going to be very smooth, much quicker than the headshots would be for the SMGs. But it doesn't necessarily make it overall easier because the Haymaker and the Brecci, which is the semi-auto one and the auto one, require headshots. And the reason for that is because they're not capable of one-shotting to the body, so unlike these, which are quick and easy to go, you need to go for headshots. Therefore, you need to close the distance gap a lot quicker because it takes more time to kill them. So not only do you have to get closer to the enemies than you would with traditional means, you also need to be there a little bit longer because the semi-auto takes 2 shots to kill a guy, even to the head. So you need to make sure that you have proper flanking routes and you need to stick to closer quarters. And what you do with this is you have to have the right things to accompany you for this grind. Now, what I would recommend, and this is the big thing, your best friend will be concussion grenades. With the enhanced mobility in this game, you can glide, you can slide, and you can easily drift past the field of view on an enemy. So if you stun him, you slide right by him real quick, you can walk up right next to him and just whisper in his ear. And at that point, it's just death. It's just easy, it's a free headshot, and you can stack 2 of those up per life, and you can easily start rolling in those headshots and get about 10 to 15 of those per game if you're playing something like TDM or something. But I heavily recommend Kill Confirm, Domination, Headquarters, whatever you're looking at, whatever your objective game type is of choice, because you know where the enemies are going to flock to. They're going to go to that objective, you're going to know where the spawns are. You can maintain and control that a bit more. So again, with the Haymaker and the Brecci being the hardest, you're going to find a little bit of extra time dealing with those. But the other stuff, easy. Haymaker, the Brecci, all of those are easily capable of getting bloodthirsty medals, even more easy than something like the KRM. So honestly, that second phase where you got to get those bloodthirsties and the double kills, that's just going to come. That's just going to happen while you try to get those 50 with no attachments and 50 with 5 attachments. Those aren't even worth mentioning because they're so easy. And the other mention is that when you're running these, you do not want to use lethal streaks. You do not want to use a lethal specialist. I recommend Vision Pulse. It really does help. You'll be able to close that distance gap. Maybe accompany your grind with like Dead Silence or Awareness or whatever you want to do. So you have a little bit of sound advantage with these as well. And, of course, you know, last but not least, put on a red dot sight. It's going to make things that much easier, especially with the Brecci and the Haymaker, because you're going to want to nail those headshots. And despite the fact that a lot of the iron sights on these shotguns are great, they're not as reliable for precision shots because they are meant to go for center mass. They're meant to get a one-shot kill to the body, so therefore they may not be as precise as something like a red dot. It's going to help you when it comes down to nailing those headshots. So that's one final bit of advice I can give you guys. So to summarize, make sure you're using non-lethal streaks and specialists because you don't want those interrupting with a lot of your killing ability. You don't want them taking away kills from yourself. You're wanting to get kills with the gun, and you're not wanting those to intervene with your bloodthirsties when you're on phase 2. So, yes, do that. run UAV and counter UAV. Again, no lethals, just make sure you have something that can benefit your team. If you want to go as far as going up the line to get something like the Hater, those really do come in play too. Running with a full party helps as well, because those are just going to be up in the air at all times, helping you go through these as quick as possible. So with that basic information, thank you guys for watching. Be sure to subscribe for future Black Ops 3 gameplay. I'm going to have more diamond reviews. Things get a little bit more sticky with things like secondaries, the knife, and snipers. So stay tuned for those, and feel free to check the description down below if you want to find out some advice and some info and the visuals of the diamond SMGs. Have a great evening, guys. Take care.